Welcome to English Reading Academy. Today's topic is why some people stop having children. You may have noticed that more adults are opting out of parenthood these days. This significant change challenges the belief that everyone should follow suit. Let's dig into the first major reason: money. The bottom line is that raising a child now costs over $200,000 before college. That huge number deters many young people from even trying. On top of that, they are already cutting back on basic things like eating out. Student loans and high rent pile up relentlessly each month. No wonder so many feel overwhelmed before considering a baby. Adding a child would eat into any savings they have left. Hard as it may be, some realize they would never own a home. Of course, not everyone's choice stems from fear of crisis. Let's face it, personal freedom also entices many to remain child-free. The dink lifestyle gained ground quickly in cities. In a nutshell, these couples enjoy more sleep and spontaneous travel. They get by just fine without the rigid schedule of parenting. Last minute trips become impossible with kids around. This desire for spontaneity rules out the constant planning that children require. Many simply do not want to give up their hobbies. Career ambitions also pull people away from traditional family life. Climbing the corporate ladder leaves little energy for parenting. Some worry that remaining childless might lead to loneliness later. That said, friendships and community can provide just as much support. Mental health struggles take a toll on potential parents too. Raising a human requires endless patience they may not possess. Breaking a cycle of past trauma weighs on their decision heavily. Not repeating painful patterns can be an act of kindness. Others run into unexpected infertility issues. Through no fault of their own, they then reframe childlessness as a peaceful alternative. So the reasons add up to a complex picture, not simple selfishness. On the contrary, many childless adults give back. They look after aging parents, mentor youth, or volunteer locally. An aunt without kids often becomes the family's emotional anchor. Now, let's look at what the data says about this trend. A 2021 Pew study found 44% of young non-parents will likely never have kids. South Korea's fertility rate plummeted to 0.72 in 2023. That is far below the 2.1 needed to replace the population. Similar drops show up across Europe and Japan. Some countries worry about empty schools than crowded streets. Society's old pressure to settle down with children is wearing thin. More people openly question that script. The phrase, childless by choice, caught on rapidly across social media. It emphasizes freedom rather than loss. Young adults come across this term and feel less lonely. In the grand scheme, knowing others share your choice reduces shame. Some parents look back on their own upbringing with regret. Hard as it may be, they admit they would have chosen differently today. That honest reflection brings about a healthier conversation. Future generations will see parenthood as fully optional. So, what does this mean for our shared future? We must account for the fact that fewer babies change economies and societies. The real question boils down to this: is a life without children less meaningful? Happiness comes from many sources. You can pour your energy into art, activism, or deep friendships. Caring for the planet matters just as much. Choosing not to have children does not amount to failure. It is often a thoughtful, responsible decision. Many child-free adults open up about their peace with this choice. They report high life satisfaction and low regret. The key is to come to terms with what truly fits your personality. That honesty should be respected, not judged. So, whether you end up with 0 kids or 5, think carefully. The bottom line is that every path deserves support and understanding.